people some more minute. People are running. That's the reason we ask the people come really.
Now start the fresher project. People want to put 1 year of experience. You can put this. This is going to be a fresher level project. Now this application basically this application is basically aimed at centralizing the business developing operations carried out by a hospital. Now it is a corporate hospital that has got all over the world. They want to centralize their business development operation. They want to communicate with those people, which are understanding with the companies and agreements with the companies. So this hospital is a corporate hospital. As I told you, it has 150 branches. They want to communicate with all the associates who can help them to improve their business. They communicate with all the associates. Like they go and communicate with doctors and ask them to render their services. Some of them doctors, some of the doctors they'll request them to come as visiting doctors. Okay. Some of the doctors they'll ask them to refer the patients to them. Now, like in the villages, RMP doctors will be there. Now, small clinics will be there. Now, what these doctors will do? They'll treat up to only minimum level of treatment. They give, if it crosses, they'll send you to, they'll refer you to a particular hospital. They'll refer to a particular hospital. Now, to refer you to a particular hospital, why the doctor will refer to this particular hospital? Because I have to communicate with you. I have to communicate with you. I have to have an agreement with you. Then the doctor will always refer the patient to the particular hospital. So they are called doctors. So these people will go and talk to those doctors to join us. Now, if qualified doctors, ask them to join, and some of the top doctors will be there. So they will not be joining any hospital, but they will ask them to visit the hospital once in a week, twice in a week, or 1 hour in a day. Okay. Later they'll ask them to come and perform some operations. So they have the services. Any critical surgeries are there, then they'll communicate with these people, have a tie-up. okay, to perform the operations. Okay, like this. So this is one category. So doctors. So who will communicate with these doctors? There is a role of the business development manager, a business developing executives to find out, because they have 150 branches all over the world. Now at that particular region, in that particular location, the prominent doctors, qualified doctors, they have to identify, they have to let them join this. Or that region, they will go and communicate with all the doctors in the near localities and villages, ask them to refer the patients. This is one type of. So whom should I meet? How can I talk? This is what the business operation is. Similarly, they'll talk with the ambulance services. Now, my hospital is located in Panjagota. Some patient from KPHP made a call and told, I want an ambulance service to come to your hospital. Now, this hospital cannot send Panjagota to Kochi. So what they do? They identify who are the ambulance service providers in different regions. They will talk to them. They'll have an agreement. Boss, when I get a request, I'll give you. You are supposed to send an ambulance, I'll pay you this much. So go and talk to those people who can offer you ambulance services. Similarly, now there are so many small scale clinics will be there. Go and talk to the clinics. Go and talk to the small hospitals. Boss, I will send my doctor once in a week. You are specialized at this area. You put orthopedic also. You put you put an XYZ also, gastology also. My doctor will come to your location. Okay, you make a call, I will send a doctor for you. Or if the people come beyond this, you send the patients to me, I'll pay you this much. Now, we associate with small hospitals, and we ask those hospitals to send the patients to me. Because small hospitals will not have the advanced equipments. Now, if there something crosses that beyond the limitation, they'll refer the patient to some other hospital. So that some other hospital should be mine. So talk to the hospital. This is the business developing executives will do. That's similarly pharma. Farmers, go and talk to the farmers, communicate with them, ask them to establish the farmers, okay, medicines at cheaper rates. Okay, then similarly, diagnostic centers. When I have so many branches, I will not say each and every equipment required for diagnosis. So what I will do, I will associate with the top people in the city. Now there's some organization who will now who has all the equipment. Go talk to them. Go and talk. Go and take a movie. I will say some critical diseases are there. So when critical diseases are there, the patient was supposed to come for test for every week. Now we don't want the patient to come every week to us. So we'll associate with some of the diagnostic centers nearby. We'll ask those people to go and collect the samples and submit. Revive. We'll ask the patient to come back for the review. It's a critical disease, which require constant monitoring. So this guy has to come every week or twice in a week for a test. We don't want the guy to come here. So we want the diagnostic centers to communicate with them and go for it. And the people are taking a membership from our hospitals. Now for those people, we need to go and the tests, regular checkups, this type of things. Now I will associate with some of the diagnostic centers, the localities, where the guy will go and collect the samples and come back. So talk to the diagnostic centers, have a MOU, because I cannot purchase each and every equipment. Diagnosis is your business. You purchase all the advanced level equipment. Now I cannot invest huge amount for the diagnostic equipment. So I will collect the samples, I will send it to the corresponding departments, corresponding diagnostic centers. They will test it, send the result, tie up with those people. Then again, NRIC. Now, the NRI patients will be coming here for package based. So you have a disease. Now total 4 lakh package, flight tickets, treatment, today's stay, go back, return tickets, all together package. Now there will be agents for them. Now talk to such type of agencies. Now treatment in India is cheaper. So they mobilize the people abroad where the medical costs are high. They'll speak to them, they'll fix a package, get the patient here for a package, get it treated, send it back. Basically, ENT services are critical diseases. So where here the medical charges are less, so they go for NRI packages. So all these are what? This is the role of business developing executives. These are areas where these business developing executives will work. So what these business developing executives will do? They will go explore the market, get the doctors, get the ambulance services, get the diagnostic centers. Because I have number of branches all over the world. Now I need to communicate with a number of people. Now whoever is going to offer me cheaper price, whoever can give me better services, keep on explore the people, get the tie-up. So doctors, ambulance services, diagnosis centers, pharmacies, then clinics, medical camps, medical camps. Then go for NRI sales. So these are some of the areas where these people are. So the project basically deals with exploring the market and performing the business developing, exploring the market and identifying the potential accounts, potential leads who can help us to improve our business, who can render their services to us. For that we had this project. So business developing operation, basically is lead generation and automating business development operations. So this project is basically all about what? This is for generation of leads and automating business development operations. Automating business developing operations. I hope you are good with this. Core purpose is clear. Everybody is clear with the core purpose. Everybody is clear with this core purpose. Clear for everyone. So what was this? This project aims at lead generations and automating end-to-end process of business development operations. So this is the operation. Then what we need to do? Basically, look at the point. This project has a first lead. Explore the market and explore the market, purchase, refer. Explore the market, purchase, refer. This will be creating a lead. Right. Here, each lead type record. Now it is a doctor. One type of for doctor, one record type. Other, what is that? Diagnosis centers, one type. Clinics, one type. Pharma, one type. Now, depends upon different record type, you have different data. Depends upon the different record type, you have different data. So every data will not be same, right? Regarding the doctor, I'll collect different type of data. Regarding the hospital, I'll collect different type of data. Diagnosis centers, I'll take different type of data. Clinics, I have different type of data. So I'll collect this data. Right. Then we have different. So to achieve this, what we have done? Created a Visual Force pages. For every record type, we have one. When the new lead is created, check for duplicates. Check for duplicate. We can say the duplicate is calculate the lead score. Calculate the score under if lead score is greater than 65 based on the vertical, submit the record for so we are going to calculate the lead score. If lead score is above 65 based on the vertical means if it is a doctor, I will be sending to one particular person for approval. If it is a diagnostic center, I will be sending to one particular person for approval. Clinics, I will be sending because everything is handled by one person. So person who handles the doctors will not be handling the diagnostic centers. So for everything, there is a specialization, a specified person, right? So based on the vertical, they'll be submitting the lead to the corresponding person for approval. Once the lead is approved, 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 and the lead is other than doctor, according. If the lead is doctor, if lead type 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 is doctor, then assign lead, then assign the lead. So accounts are two types: personal account and organized accounts. So first, business going to execute is what they're going to do. They're going to explore the market or purchase the data or create the referral and create a lead. While they're creating the lead based on the record type, different types. Doctor, different type of data. Clinics, different type of data. So for everything, we have different record types. Then when you enter this data, create, then they're going to check the duplicates. They're going to check the both. They're going to check the duplicate. If duplicate is above 90 days, if old data is above 90 days, what I'm going to reassign the existing lead to the current user. Okay, I'll reach the lead and recreate the lead and assign to the current user, current execute. Then once the lead is created, lead score is going to be corrected. So what happened? Lead score is calculated based on the lead score. Submit the record to the corresponding vertical manager. Once the lead score is created, then it's going to calculate the lead score. Based on the lead score, submit the record for the report. Based on the lead score, will submit the record. Right. Then once the lead is approved, please meet your maximum. Right. Calculate the lead score, and if the lead score is above 65, based on the vertical, submit the record for approval. Then once the lead is approved, then based on the lead type, right. Based on the lead type, lead type, okay. Then convert them into corresponding account. Based on lead type, convert them into account. So if the lead is other than doctor, create account or contact. If lead type is a doctor, create them into personal account. Then once it is created, there is a checkbox called eligible for treatment. This checkbox is enabled. Right. I hope you are good. Now, is the process of the lead is clear? Is the process of lead is clear? The process is clear for everyone. What is happening here? Is the clear? But how many pages you have to create? 4, 6 pages you have to create. Then when you click on the lead, I'll show the pages. Right. So is there was create for with this, right? So lead is created from lead. It is getting converted into account. Lead is created from the lead. We are getting converted into account. Now what we are going to do? Now what we are going to do here is understand how the rest of the operation will be carried out. Once account is created, the rest of the story will be like this. What is the rest of the story? I will create a tour plan. Tour plan is a custom object. Tour plan is a custom object. What was that? Whom is it? Whom I am planning to visit in the next week? What is the how to create? So once the doctor is or doctors are created or leads are create as an account. So when what type of agreement I want? What is B executive has prepared is planned. So whom you are planning to? So tour plan is a custom object in which is next 15 days he will create and fetch all the new tour plans. And submit them. So every Apex will run plan. In the next week, what are the new whom you are planning to visit? The next week is going to fetch all the new tour plans, which you have submit those tour plans for your manager for approval. Submit those tour plans to your manager for plans or add thing. You do is Then on the particular day, he will visit the corresponding doctor, ambulance service provider, or then talk to them. Then so this is the report. On this base today, what is the outcome of this visit? Today, whom did you visit? What is the outcome of this visit? Today, as per the tour plan, I went and met some so-and-so person. As per the tour plan, I went and met somebody. When I met somebody, what is the outcome? Did he agree for our terms? Did he work with us? Okay, so this is about the of the visit that BD has performed. This object will store the status of the visit that BD has performed. The object will status of the BD has performed. Now, everybody has to submit the status before 8 p.m. Everybody has to submit the report before 8 p.m. After 8 p.m., only managers can submit. After 8 p.m., managers can submit. Everybody has to submit the status before 8 p.m. of the day. After 8 p.m., only managers can submit. So, tour plan is a custom object. Day report is also a custom object. Once the day report is created, if the day report is created, okay, and it is approved, day report, then the BD can claim for a payments, incentives, the day incentives. He went there, visited so-and-so guy. Okay, already I have taken approval to visit so-and-so guy. I visited him, I submitted the day report. The day report is approved for incentives. Maybe DAs that I can check. Payments. So, payment, is it a commission or incentive? Because I referred, am I getting it? Or because of my duty, I went and visited so-and-so person, you're paying. What type of payment is this? Okay. So, here, all the agents. Right. So, they'll be working on the main, what type of committee. They'll not be having an access to lead object. Customer committee, they'll not be having an access to lead object. They'll not be having an access to lead object. Then what should I do? They'll not be having an access to lead object, but I cannot give them Salesforce license. If I give only committee, they will not have access to. They will not have access to this one. So what we are doing? So initially, if agent, the lead, data in the lead object. So you say, no, there's a point. Either you want, okay, employee, there's an employer committee, they will not have access to lead. they will not have access to lead object. As they don't have access to lead object, then we are doing what? Without sharing. Without sharing, I'm fetching the data. Because of this, if they don't have access to lead, everything I am building as a custom page. They ask, why don't you give a Salesforce license? Boss, based on this business, I cannot invest such a huge amount for the operation. Now, this is not generating a lakhs of rupees for me, but the license is costing me very much. There is a reason. Instead, what the agent will be logging into the community, through which they'll be uploading the data. But when you log into a customer community, they don't have access to lead object. So we create a custom object. The data which is entered in this custom object automatically will be stored to lead. Automatically, the data will be stored to lead. Are you getting my point? As this person doesn't have access to lead, that will be stored to lead object. Then the records which are given, I'll be showing on a UI file. When I approve it, internally the record will be approved. So the approval also not done through. Approval is also not done through what? Custom function. Okay. It's not done through standard functionality, custom functionality. That's the reason why you are given a programmable access. No, you don't want to have a headache of telling this. We can say this lead you have redefined as application. You can put this as application. It's a custom object. From the custom object, we are taking. So we instead of taking a channel lead object, we are taking a custom object. Now, why I'm giving this is the moment you explain this project, they'll ask you the scope of this. Revenue generation is going to be less, but cost of implementation is going to be more, because every business is developing executive. If you give an access, that takes the cost of the implementation is very high, license cost, everything. Then what is this? There is a reason we use it communities. We use it customer community. Contacts and accounts are visible to everyone. Lead is only the problem. So you can say lead is implemented as application object. You get my point? Now you got the problem. What I have, which is event for what? Communities. We went for what? Communities. But main user is going to be Salesforce license user. Rest all the users are going to be community users. Are you getting my point here? Is that was clear? Am I clear with this? Okay. So what we have? Daily report, payment. This is going to be custom object. Now, the point here is here in this community, they also want to maintain the patient information. Which patient information? Not every patient information. Who will come to me? Only those patients who will come to me under MOU. Now I tied up with some insurance companies. Some patient is coming to me with an insurance card. Now I need to take the approval whether this card is eligible for this type of treatment for the corresponding department. Then only I'll start the treatment. Otherwise, I have to notify the patient under this card, this treatment cannot be given. You have to pay in cash, because later on I don't want to have an issue. So when the patient is coming to me with the insurance card, I need to check out, take the approval from the corresponding insurance department whether this is eligible for this type of treatment or not, and what is the limit of this treatment. Then when I take this approval, then I will tell to the patient, boss, under this card, 50,000 will be covered to you, or 1 lakh will be covered. The amount will be 2 lakhs. 1 lakh you have to pay from the pocket. If you are willing, I will be covered. Now, so patient is coming to me now under some, whether the card is accepted in my hospital or not. Right? This type of treatment is accepted under the card or not. This I have to take an approval. This patient is what? MOU patient. Now, because I will get that money only after treatment. Patient is not paying. I have to claim this money from the corresponding company. Patient will not pay. I will pay this money from the corresponding company. I have to claim it. Are you getting my point? So that patient data I have to maintain. What treatment I have given, take medical treatment, what medical treatment I have given, what medical non-services I have given, medical services, non-medical services, like room rent, okay, daycare, some okay, food services. That is all non-medical. Medical treatment, which are visited for doctor, what is the charge? Whatever type of surgeries you have done, what is the charge? Whatever prescriptions you have used, medicines you have used, what is the charge that I have to maintain? Because this has to be submitted for bill. This has to be submitted to the corresponding wing for the bill. Because the amount should be claimed after the treatment. The patient is RGC. Now I need to enter his data in RGC form, then submit it. He'll get a message in 1 second. Then they'll take the acknowledgement form, what type of treatment they have given, because they have some government later on for claiming. So there is a reason the patients who are coming to me under the agreements, like government schemes, insurance company, or like some government, okay, some government organizations have tied up with me, employees of government organization, or employees of some corporate companies, they're tied up with me. For this company I have tied up, employee treatment of 2 lakhs is given to you. This type of treatment. All this patient data will be given, not relation. Who comes to you, who pay the bill, it's not about those. The people who are coming to you because of your tie-up with the corresponding companies, those patient data will be maintained and their services will be tracked. Medical and non-medical services. Because that should be later on reproduced for claiming the bill. That data is again maintained here. Patients. Right? Now, I hope you got my point here. Is that clear? Now, let me give you overall, once again, the story. Read. Why you have taken, we have taken a customer lead object. Why do you take a custom lead object? Already you have a standard lead. Why do you take a custom lead object? Also, we are because we are going with the customer committee, reason we process of lead. Market export. Market export. Then we have lead types. Doctors, and doctors we have full-time, visiting doctors, and RD, referral doctors. RD stands for referral doctors. Right. For every record type, you need to build one separate page. Then, when a new lead is created, check for the duplicate. Release is about 90 days. Create a new lead. Delete. Delete a lead. And how did you achieve this? What is the concept we used? Before it's together, we are used. Particular manager. So how did you achieve this? Process builder with approval process. One formula and this is the process builder. Next. This one I say dynamic, and I'll give this. Using after insert. The next one. When the application is approved, status is set as. When application is approved, status is set as. Then here we have. Whenever the status is defined to approve, call the process builder. Call the process builder. What is the process builder? Is present. Create component. Then process builder create a record. Process builder create a record. When the status is modified, type equal to doctor, then create an account. When status is approved, type is not doctor, create an account and contact. Create an account and contact. And delete lead. How can you delete a lead? Create a record is there. If you want to delete a lead, call Apex class. Using a process builder, call Apex class. When you call the Apex class will delete the lead on which it is filed. I hope you're good. I hope you're good with this, right? Okay. So you call process builder. Triggers we got, process builder we got. The process builder calling creating a record, calling an Apex class builder. Then when a new account is created, enable. When account is created, enable the checkbox eligible for tool plan on account. So once it is created, account is created. I hope everybody has followed this. Okay. Now creating a visiting doctor one VF page, for a page, for a one VF page, for pharma one VF page, for ambulance one VF page, because the data information is going to be different. When I'm creating the information is different. So how many VF pages you have created? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 times. Now for this again approval process. For everything there is a different type of approval process. Right? I hope you're good. 700 Visual Force pages you have created before insert, dynamic approval process, process builder, then creation of account. Again, when you are creating an account, for every record type, different type of account will become. Is the flow is clear for everyone? What is our role? Role is involved in the creation of custom VF pages. Role is involved in a trigger to automate to check for the duplicates. Role is involved in creating a dynamic approval process. Submit the record for approval automatically. Role is involved in creating a process builder which can create a child records when the record is approved. When the record is approved, for approving it, once the record is approved, I want to create a child records. I want to create an account record and contact record based on the data which is there in the link. For that, again, we have information. I hope you are good with this. Clear for everyone? Okay. This is a custom functionality is what you have done. Then again, tool plan. What is the tool plan? This will store list of tools. Right. Every Saturday. Till Saturday 2 p.m. all the new tools. Now, how did we achieve this? Schedule Apex. Schedule Apex. Schedule Apex is the dynamic approval process. Then, daily report. Every BD separate. Day report. First one. If day report is submitted by either BD after 8 p.m. After 8 p.m. Manager. Then how will we achieve? How did we achieve these two functionality? How can I achieve these two functionality achieved by trigger? So after insertion, before insertion, trigger will fire and see who is the user who is creating. Before the record is inserted, the trigger will fire and see who created the record. And again, after insert, record will be submitted. Record will be submitted to its manager for approval. Once the record is approved, incentive. Incentive will be created by the BD. Unplanned to. Suddenly, it's not the widget is not in the list. Suddenly, some document made a call and asked us to come. Some service are okay. Those people asked us to come to talk. It's not planned, unplanned. If it's unplanned, again, the daily report will be submitted to the manager. If the manager approves it, then it will create a tour plan. Then it will create a day report. Then unplanned tour. In the day report, if the BD creates unplanned, then it will be submitted. If the manager approves, again, it is also trigger. How do you achieve it? You're supposed to create a record type. type planned, unplanned. You take a field, type planned visit, unplanned visit. Planned visit, then it will go to manager, manager will approve it. Unplanned visit, if it is approved, then it should create a approved plan and day report. Then again, the business, okay, BD first will take advance and go. Incentive is approved. Once your day report is approved, again, so here I forgot to put some information. Here we are having again. Current. Then patience. Or should be assigned. This will store stock. So tool plan, day report, payments, then activity plan. So most of them are custom objects. So all the agents, all the business developing managers and business developing executives are treated as contacts. Why? Because they're working from the committees. Because they're working from the committees, they should be treated as a contacts. Business developing executives, business developing managers, they're going to work from the contacts. Now, they'll ask you, how do they log in? On the website of the company, employee login they have there. When they click on the employee login, they'll enter this data. When you click on the employee login, they will open to the custom Visualforce page where they enter the data and log in and make these operations. So most of your work is what? Most of your work is what? Most of your work is what? Most of your work is designing custom implementation. Designing a Visualforce pages, creating a triggers, creating the approval process, using the process builder wherever it's required. Most of your work is Visualforce page creation, okay, triggers, approvals. You've designed so many custom pages here. This is how the screen is. Referral sources, a different type of referrals, hospital, activity plan, tool plan, admin user. Then doctor creation. This is a custom page, right? So the moment I log in, you'll be finding the page like this. List of doctors will come. Now here, you have an icon here. When you click on this, sort the data. Whichever the field and sort the data. It's a concept of pagination. I can display only 10. The concept of pagination we are using. Sorting technique, custom sorting technique. So, okay, descending order already given by Salesforce. Descending order, we have designed it. When you log, you'll be finding the page like this. Search for the corresponding doctor or driver or whoever it is. This is to click in new user. New driver, new ambulance service you can create. So for everything, when you click on it, custom page to display, pagination concept, search technique, creation of new record. So everything, if you have 10 concepts for 10, when you click on the list of custom pages with pagination. Search technique, creation of new. You get my point? If you have doctor, creation of new doctor, when you click on the doctor, list of doctors. Search the doctor, create the new doctor. When you have more number of doctors, pagination. Ambulance, search for, okay, when you click on it, list of ambulance services, okay, search new pagination. So like this, for everything we have created, three functionalities. When you click on new, creation, submit for approval. Are you getting my point? So all this is what? Custom functionality. All this is what? Custom functionality. Now tool plan, list of tool plans. What are the tool plans you have scheduled? Again, click on press report. We have unplanned, contact. Unplanned day, daily report. Daily report, unplanned contact. I hope you're clear with this, right? So I don't want to just give a list of fields. Just analyze, take some couple of fields from it, right? So, right? I hope you are clear with this. This you can put as a partial deposit, 1 year, in fact, 1 year. Okay, people are claiming 1 year of experience, you can claim it. I hope you're good with this. People are comfortable with this. Right. Because it has more number of, visual pages, concept. It has more pages, more number of approval process, more number of triggers. Being a fresher, this what you expect. Then again, did you use any integration in this? Yes. But integration every day, schedule Apex will run. Find out, send them, okay, who have a birthdays or anniversary, send them the SMS or send them the email. So some of the people don't want to receive. If they enable, don't want to receive. If that is not enabled, then only send. So if you want to send SMS, we don't have a built-in functionality. For the built-in functionality, we don't have built-in functionality. So we are doing SMS, like we are doing a text local in the integration class. We use it local to send SMS service. That is using REST API with API key. Right? It is sending notify on their birthdays and anniversaries, corresponding messages. I hope you're good. So that's all my.
Satish, are you also going to discuss any telecom project? Hello, Satish. Satish?
Session closed for the day. Monday we'll see what project I'm going to discuss. One more. Right. Integration class will be 8 o'clock.